Welcome to Fitness Fridays! Woo! Today is the day where we talk about anything fitness related. Anything. Today, I wanted to talk about why it is important to pick the right shoe when working out. So many of you guys know, if you guys are beginners in working out, this probably may not seem very important to you. If it is, then you're on the right track. But picking the right shoe is very important when working out. Why is it so important to pick the right shoe? So whether your workout involves, running, walking, hiking, dancing, or just at the gym, whatsoever, it's very important to pick the right shoe. Why is because when you pick the right shoe, it prevents injury and it makes the workout more pleasant and comfortable to endure, let's say for an hour or however long you're working out. But it is very important to pick the right shoe. So there's different types of shoes. So according to the American Orthopedic Foot and Ankle Society, they recommend you to wear the appropriate shoe during your workout. Like I said, it is very necessary because it makes your workout, pleasant, and it prevents ankle and foot injury. For me, when I work out, it's very important to wear the right shoe because I'm so flat-footed. Certain exercises tend to make my feet fatigue, and it just kills my workouts. So that's why I'm so picky when it comes to my shoe, and that's why I wanted to talk about, because you can actually, make more gains. Another reason why it's so important to wear the right shoe, because, the obvious injuries like ankle strains, developing corn. I know that sounds disgusting. So these are the Chucks. The reason why I wear this, very quad dominant, and these are really good for deadlifts, any glute movement, I would say any muscle behind your leg, because it's just so close to the ground. These suck in walking. I went to the zoo and I use these to walk around. I don't know how people walk in Chucks all day. Like, it's so uncomfortable. So this is like one of my favorite shoes for that purpose. Another shoe is the Nike Freeze. These are made for running. It's pretty stiff. This is really old. I think I had this for 5 years. You should replace your shoe often. I would say every year, depending how often you use it. It's beat up, but I love this because my foot's in place when I'm doing like side lunges or just running on a treadmill or even just running outside in the concrete. These are really good shoes. I feel like my foot's stable. I would recommend, if you're trying to run, Nike Freeze or any type of light shoe, and something that's very flexible is, recommend. If you feel like you don't have a lot of foot strength, or you're a little bit, muscular, a little bit heavy, I guess. I know people like to use a thicker sole, like the Nike Air Max. They have like a cushion to give some type of foot support. And for me, I used to be really heavy, and having that foot support, I didn't really feel too much stress on my feet. And as I started losing weight, I started gearing towards the shoes that were closer to the ground. So this is a really good shoe. Like I said, if you're running, Nike Freeze. This is the 5.0. I think the lowest sole is a 3.0. So yeah, that is another option. So this is another version of the Nike Freeze. I love this shoe because it's like a sock. I know it sounds really disgusting, but sometimes I don't even wear a sock because it's breathable, it's stretchy. I like to use this when I'm running on the treadmill. I don't like it when I'm running outdoors because you don't have that stabilization. Like I said, it's like literally a sock on a sole. And so when you're doing side movements or even going incline, like you feel your foot getting out of place. So this is a really good shoe to use when you are running. This is another option. Very light, I like it. If I'm indoors or on a flat surface. All right, so this is another running shoe. This is actually my husband's, it's beat up. He wears these, you know, just for when he's going out or whatever. But as you can see here, there used to be, I'm gonna call them teeth. I don't know what the actual, whatever the name is. I'm gonna get so much crap from my brother. Like, you're just thinking it all wrong. These have like grips, and this is a Nike Free too. I would recommend this type of shoe here for outdoors. So this is a really good shoe to run outdoors. So I live in the Northwest, and I actually bought these shoes for my husband. He personally doesn't like it, but you know, I wasn't really educated how to pick the right hiking shoe, because I don't know, if you're here in the North, if you live in the Northwest, or just in a place where there's lots of trees and rocks and stuff like that, you can't just wear like a regular Nike shoe because it's just so uncomfortable. So I got him a pair of Danners. He says this is just a regular boot. Honestly, I just got it because it was on sale, but the reason why I chose this boot for him, because there's ankle support, and I believe this is waterproof. I'm not too sure. So these are the Gore-Tex. From what I read about them, Gore-Tex is that it's pretty much like waterproof, and it's very necessary to have that type of material when you're hiking or you live in a wet area. Your foot's not gonna get wet. These have protection too, like if you're walking through rocks and stuff like that, it protects your feet. So this is a good shoe. It's ugly, but this is like kind of like a good shoe to wear when you are outdoors hiking. You got that ankle support, and it's stiff. Because I used to live in Southern California, and there's this place called the M. It's literally like a mountain, and I use Nike shoes, and I was just so scared of breaking my ankle. My calves were on fire. Just to piggyback what I was trying to say earlier is I'm trying to do Olympic lifting and CrossFit, and I wanted to get the Remelios. I wanted to get those because I wanted to build my, I guess, I don't know, I always hear people say, oh, the Remelios are really good for Olympic lifting because, you know, they lift heavy weights, and, you know, it's really good, and, you know, you're able to put on more weight when you do squats or front squats, any type of squat movements, or even deadlifts, actually. But they were kind of expensive when I wanted to get it. They were kind of expensive. They were about almost $200, and the one that I saw was actually for like 98 or probably 80 bucks. But it's just, when I shop, I want to get something that I could use everywhere, you know, not just for the gym, but I want to be able to wear it outside. And I was like, oh, I don't want to spend $80 for just to use it just for a particular occasion. But I don't know, I'm still waiting. If I still want it, maybe in 2 months or a month, I'll probably get it. But my brother said that if you don't want to spend your money on that, and he was the one who actually recommended it. He says if you don't want to spend your money on that, you could get the Metcons. These are good for cross training. These are really great. Like, they're really stiff. I know I could bend it, but honestly, when I ran in these, when I was in a CrossFit class, my shins and foot was on fire. I didn't like that part. That's my first impression, but it's good for stationary movements. I wouldn't recommend this for running, but I don't know if I just need to break them in, but that's my first impression. This is, I'm assuming this is new because I haven't seen this style on the website. But see, look at the back of the shoe. It's definitely not made for running. Like, it has no grip. I mean, you can run in it, but hold on, let me focus. Like, you can run in it, but it's just, I don't know. I guess I've tried so many shoes, like I know what feels right for me, but I wouldn't recommend running this because there's no grip. If anything, if you want to run on a treadmill, maybe, but that's probably one of my recommendations if you are going to use the Nike Metcons. So I hope this video was very helpful. If you do find it helpful, go ahead and like, go ahead and subscribe. If there's any suggestions that you guys want me to talk about, go ahead and comment below. For my family, don't text me. Put it in the bottom. help me rank my videos. If you are new, if you are returning, welcome back. And I will see you guys next Friday. I'm gonna get so much crap wearing this shirt.